Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about how to build a zero trust mindset for your home or business. Hate to break it to you folks, but cyber criminals aren't breaking into devices anymore to get your information. They haven't for a long time, and so that's why you've seen a rise of phishing attacks over recent years. Uh, One of the things that you want to do in today's digital world is to make sure that you have a zero trust mindset so that you can better protect yourself from some of, well, I shouldn't say some, from a lot of the cyber attacks that are going on out there. Um, when we talk about zero trust, I'm like struggling through this, but yeah, when we talk about zero trust, we're talking about being in a digital world where you really just can't trust anyone or anything out there. Truth be told, your devices are completely safe from cyber attacks. So it's not that you really have to worry about someone breaking into your device. It's more about the information that comes into your devices that you need to make sure that criminals aren't able to trick you into giving up your stuff. Now, in today's digital world that we live in, cybercrime has become a human problem, meaning that if you've become a victim of a cyber attack or you've had your account credentials leaked, part of it is because you were negligent and allowed someone into your device. The other hard part of that story is that with the many cyber attacks that go on in today's society, most of your information is on the dark web. And because of that, you need to make sure that you are doing things to ensure that you're aware of the cyber attacks when they occur. So rather than talking about how we are in this digital age, it's best to give you tips and tricks in order to help keep you safe from the cyber attacks that are occurring in our society and making sure that you start to build your human firewall and to set up a zero trust method when it comes to your digital devices. So, my first tip would be to make sure that you get in the process of killing passwords. Killing passwords is the first thing that you want to do when it comes to your online accounts and start to adopt the practice of setting up passphrases instead. A passphrase, or excuse me, why did I say a passphrase? Passphrases are good, but even better are pass keys. Pass keys are the latest invention created by companies that allow you to sign in to your online accounts using biometrics. Biometrics meaning that you're using facial ID or your fingerprint to log into your devices. Most smart devices like your phone and specific brands of laptops allow you to use your fingerprint or facial recognition to log into your devices. And the way it works is like this. Let's say that you have an Apple or a Google account. Then you can tie your password in by using a pass key to log into your device. The way it works is this. If you go to your favorite or popular website or app, you can go into settings and security, and it will give you an option to set up a pass key to lock down your account. Now, pass keys work in two ways. The first way is that understanding that it does use biometrics. So if you don't have facial recognition or finger recognition on your computer or your device, you need to turn that on. Now, as a backup, as far as a pass key is concerned, it will allow you to set up a password for backup for some reason that your computer camera is dirty and it can't read your screen, or for some odd reason your fingerprints get damaged or your fingerprint reader isn't able to read from your phone or your computer. You can have a password set up. But the whole practice behind pass keys is that criminals can't hack into biometrics. So if your main method of logging into your online account is using your face or your finger, it's really hard for criminals to access to those online accounts. Now, if they gain access to just your password And if your password is the only method to log into your online account, then criminals are going to be able to log into your accounts. But if you use the practice of using pass keys, then it is harder, darn near impossible for crooks to get access to your online accounts. Now, as far as pass keys, most of your popular sites like Facebook, Google, Apple, even LinkedIn allow you to set up pass keys for your online accounts. And the list is growing as I recently saw a pass key set up for Canva. So keep that in mind as far as pass keys are concerned. Start or stop using passwords and adopt the method of using pass keys for both home and business to make sure that your information is locked down. Next is that what you need to do is to implement a method of using I shouldn't say pass keys, but safe words, or I should say passwords that are vocal that criminals don't know. In this age of AI that we live in, AI deepfakes are a common thing with businesses and homes alike being tricked by voice cloning and deepfake generated by AI. And so it's easy for a criminal to gather your voice. It only takes about 3 seconds for that to occur. And of course, if you've got your image floating around on the internet and social media, not hard for a criminal to take your image and trick a loved one or a colleague with a voice clone or a deep fake video. To stop that, what you need to implement is the family or the team safe word. So if you are ever confused about what's going on as far as a phone call is concerned, then you can implement that safe word to ensure that the person that you are talking to is who it is. Now, safe word can be a phrase, or it can actually be a a phrase or a single word that allows you to differentiate between your friends or your colleagues. In doing so, criminals won't know this pass key or pass phrase, and it will help keep your online account safe, and it will help you from allowing criminals to gain access to your information. AI deepfakes and voice cloning is near perfect, and it's almost hard for you to detect, especially over a phone or over video chat if uh, you are talking to a real person or an AI copy. So set that passphrase up or passkey up to keep your business and to keep your personal information safe. Now, last but not least, as far as keeping your online account safe from criminals, make sure that you practice least privilege access, which is the act of making sure that you aren't giving out permissions to just anything or any device out there. Least privilege access means that if you download an app onto your device, make sure that it only has or you are only granted it access to the things that you need. So if you are downloading a business card scanner app, then obviously that app can have access to the camera on your smartphone. Now, if you are downloading a calculator app or something that doesn't need your camera, you don't want to grant access to that app. Now, on the business side, it means that you aren't giving out full access to your employees. This could be in the way of cloud storage services like Google Workspace or Microsoft OneDrive. It also means that you are careful who you give the keys to the AI Ferrari or Porsche in your business, because doing so means that you are allowing unknown people or maybe known people to give out information that you don't want out there. So giving out access to just everything is something that you don't want to happen when it comes to your accounts, because doing so means that people can gain access to just about anything they want. So those are probably the top tips that I have as far as developing a zero trust mindset when it comes to your home or business. But the main goal in this digital age that we currently are in is to make sure that you trust but always verify the information that's coming through. You get a strange email from someone, don't email that person back. Make sure that you call that person to verify that they sent the email. Same thing from text messages or from odd posts on social media. You always want to verify that the information that is coming into your devices is from the person that you thought it's from, rather than just trusting that it's from a legitimate source. Again, criminals know that they cannot hack into your devices. In fact, 99% of the devices out there cannot be compromised. They can be compromised if you allow someone into your computer or phone, but with all of us sitting behind firewalls embedded in our phones and in our computers, it's virtually impossible for someone to break in. And that's not how criminals are getting access to your stuff. They are taking the time to utilize phishing methods based in AI to gain access to your information. So make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do to keep your information safe, and trust, but also verify as well. Now, if you like this video, be sure to comment, like, and share this video with people out there that are struggling with technology, because I know you know somebody out there that's struggling with the information that is going around as far as cyber attacks and other cyber threats are concerned. So my goal with every video is to ensure that all of you are opened up to a whole new world of ideas and experiences when it comes to your technology. I love technology. I've read all the manuals, and I'm serious about making technology fun, safe, and easy to use for everyone. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile, and thanks for watching.